In deep learning, we always see this term ReLU. It stands for Rectified Linear Unit. I'll try to explain what this thing is. Basically, it's a function that if you pass a vector to it, for each element of the vector, it's going to compute max of 0 or x itself there. So if we look at the graphical representation for any single value of x, if it is like less than 0, then we'll keep it as 0. If it's larger than 0, then we'll keep whatever its value is there. So that basically means for a value to be able to output something, you have to pass a threshold of 0. Otherwise, it will just treat you as 0 there. So this is one example of like the simplest neural network. So let's say there are two nodes here, its value is 1 and 2, and this is weight. So after the weight, we get this like a weighted sum of this value, getting the weighted sum to be 0.7. And here we call this ReLU function because 0.7 is larger than 0. Then we output like 0.7 from this endpoint. And if the input is -1 and 2, and after the weighted sum is -0.3, because -0.3 is less than 0, so the activation function of ReLU would treat it as 0. Then you output 0 there. In PyTorch, it can be used this way. So we can call the torch.tensor function to create a tensor. So this is a tensor with negative value and positive value. And then call the ReLU function. And then what this ReLU function would do is like turning anything that's less than 0 into 0. And also 0 would be 0, but all the positive number would be 2 and 4.